My name is Callum and I play the cello and I am from Cork in Ireland, and I've just started my first semester as a bachelor student in the Hochschule für Musik Hans Eisler in Berlin. Before music college, my tuition consisted of, I studied at the CIT course of music and I had cello, piano lessons and orchestral experience, chamber music experience. I also tried to go to as many master classes abroad as I could and festivals. So I think I was pretty lucky with my tuition before college because I've met, through all these things that I've been doing, I've met a lot of people who I'm now seeing in Berlin, which is very helpful. Well, I did the Leaving Certificate because I'm from Ireland, but I studied English, Irish, Maths, French, accounting, physics and music. And music I had to take as an external subject because my school didn't offer it as a subject. And why I did those subjects was simply because, basically just because I had to, and because you have to study 7 subjects, that I couldn't only study music. So I had to do the other ones. But I'm lucky enough now that I can just study music. Why I wanted to study here was mainly because the teacher, that was obviously quite important. I knew of him and I'd been an admirer of him for quite some time, so I was very excited about the prospect of studying with him. And also, a lot of people have recommended the school very highly to me, and I know a few people that are studying in the school that really enjoy their time there and have recommended it very highly. And also Berlin, a lot of people have said Berlin is just a great place to be studying classical music. So yeah. The online application is quite simple. Just make sure you know which teacher you want, make sure you look into that because you have to put that down in your application. And then also, if you know when the deadline is, if you know the deadline's in a month, don't wait a month, just do it now, because I left my application, I always just left it late, so it just adds so much stress because you're rushing to get it done on the day and there's just no point in that, so yeah. My audition experience was obviously quite different to most other people who have previously auditioned because I had to do it during the pandemic, but it was not too daunting. You have to do an audition on your main instrument, which was cello for me, and then also the school wants you to do an audition for piano because you have to take piano here, and then there was also a theory exam. But yeah, it wasn't too stressful. Choosing a teacher is, again, quite simple. It's basically, you can go onto the Hans Eisler website and see under each of the instruments they have the faculty, and if you know any of them, or you can read through them, and then with your online application you send a sheet basically with, in order of preference, which teachers you want, however many. I only put down 2, but you can keep going. So that's it really. Funding exists, it's out there, you just have to find it and apply for it. In Berlin there is a lot of different scholarships and things you can apply for that the school directs you towards, because they understand obviously moving to a new city and studying is not the cheapest thing in the world. But also I'm lucky enough to have funding from the National Arts Council in Ireland, but yeah, you just have to find it. It is hard to say what my favourite things are about the college, seeing as I have only been here a month and a half and it has been during a pandemic. But I will say that even though I've only been here for such a short period of time, the college already feels quite welcoming, and I was afraid it was going to be quite daunting and intimidating, but everyone I've met so far seems really lovely, and my teachers all seem really, really nice. So yeah, it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Student life in Berlin is, well, it's obviously known, Berlin is known for having a great student life, usually, aside from the pandemic. Obviously I haven't got to experience that much because of the time I'm here, but I have heard a lot from people about how great it usually is because there are a lot of young people in the city and there's a lot to do, so yeah. Moving to Berlin was not as daunting as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quite scary, but I couldn't speak great German. I still can't speak great German, but the college does luckily offer anyone who's not a native German speaker a language course, which is really helpful. And also when I came to Berlin, I knew a few people here, so I wasn't completely alone, which I can understand would be quite terrifying, but I've been quite lucky in that. So yeah, I think it could be kind of scary, but I mean, I'm fine. It's been positive so far.